So the Nintendo Switch 2 is here, and along with it, Mario Kart World. Now this game has looked incredible from all the trailers, the gameplay stuff, all the things that Nintendo has shown to us about this game. It has made it look absolutely amazing. But do these videos overhype Mario Kart World too much? Or does the game deliver on what the video tells us it's selling? Today's video, I'm going to just go over my day one impressions of Mario Kart World and give you my honest thoughts about it, just my first impressions of it. So without further ado, let's just dive right into, is Mario Kart World really worth it? So that big question, is it worth it? Now, on face value, you should probably say no. It is $80 and it is a Nintendo game. But if you are a Nintendo fan, you're probably just going to buy it anyways for the experience. But if you're not a die-hard Nintendo fan like myself and many other YouTubers, then you probably might want to wait until it goes on sale. And here's why I think you should wait. Even though we had Mario Kart 8 for pretty much 10 years, Mario Kart 8 was definitely one of the most revolutionary Mario Kart games when it came out. The anti-gravity mechanic really added a lot to how tracks were built in that game. And there were just a lot of other great features in Mario Kart 8 that really made it feel awesome. Now don't get me wrong, Mario Kart World is pretty awesome. I just don't think it's Mario Kart 8 awesome. I've probably played Mario Kart World for around a total of 5 hours already, and I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it is just my first impressions. I feel like 5 hours is enough time to give a first impressions video. I spent about 4 or so hours the first day of Switch 2 live streaming this, and I probably spent about another hour or so just playing with my family off stream. Now, my biggest gripe with it is that 24 players makes it really hard to follow the game. Yes, it's a little bit easier when you're just playing by yourself. You have, like your monitor when you're sitting down at your desk, but trying to play with my family, even on our large TV in our living room, it's a little bit hard to see my tiny quarter of the screen. The world is very bright, which visually is awesome, but from that far enough a distance away and that small of a viewing area for my gameplay, it makes it a little bit hard to see what turn is coming up next, what's in front of me, or even what is around me. Multiple times when playing with my family, I just hit cars that were in the middle of the road because they were just behind item boxes and I didn't see them. I'm a very competitive person, so I like winning in Mario Kart, and when those unexpected things like cars coming up from behind item boxes happen, it doesn't make me feel good because it's like I'm winning and now I got hit by a car and now I'm already in 8th place. That just never feels good no matter what level of racing you're at. When you get stuck behind, that never feels good. I know that sounds just like I'm nitpicking and it's a generic complaint, but I feel like that really does have to do with what the game looks like. I think that is a problem that is strictly caused by the game having brighter colors. My next big problem is the driving to the next race. Now I know that's the big thing that Mario Kart World is promoting. It's open world, you can drive to the next race in Grand Prix mode. I just don't think, for me at least, it didn't deliver the way Nintendo wanted it to. My one gripe with it already is that it doesn't immediately transition us into this racing to the next track. I understand showing the results at the end, but it's at least to me, it feels slightly jarring to do this. See, in my mind, the way Nintendo was promoting this new feature was that I was going to do 3 laps on one track, but at the end of that 3rd lap, I'm going to drive off to drive to my next track and then do 3 laps of that. Instead, it's 3 laps of open field and then 1 lap of the next track. And I don't really like that. I want to spend a lot of time on a track, and when my time is cut short because of a new gameplay mechanic, that's not that fun. While yes, getting to free roam, drive around, and see the scenery when I'm driving to another track is really awesome, I want to race on that track I'm going to for more than just 1 lap. I was super excited when I did whichever cup has Toad's Factory in it. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, Toad's Factory. And I'm driving to it, and I only do 1 lap of Toad's Factory, then the race ends. And that was pretty disappointing. Because I love Toad's Factory. That's a super fun track from Mario Kart Wii. That's one of my childhood tracks. And just to experience it for the first time in Mario Kart World, only having 1 lap wasn't that awesome. Now, this next thing might sound like I'm nitpicking a little bit, but again, this is my first impressions, how I'm feeling about the game initially. So I wish Nintendo would have put the little indicators that tell you which game a track is from. Airship Fortress being DS Airship Fortress, or Toad's Factory being Wii Toad's Factory, so on and so forth. I wish those indicators were there to let people know that this track is a reiteration of a previous Mario Kart track. That's something I've always loved in Mario Kart games, is the little indicators that tell me which game a track is from. because, you know, I'm racing on a new version of an older track. And that's a helpful reminder that this isn't its first form. There's something that came before it. So I think just having those, whether it's in a future update, you know, I think that would be a great addition. Just let people know that, hey, this track is from a previous Mario Kart game. Now, the world and the environment and like the settings of Mario Kart World are very different from where some of these tracks were initially placed in their respective games. And that almost takes away from the feeling of the track. For example, Choco Mountain, which is in the same cup as Toad's Factory and Bowser's Castle, has this more like muddy rig vibe to it than an actual mountain. The track is called Choco Mountain, and it's not on a mountain. I mean, I feel like that has to be a problem, right? Call me crazy, but I don't think remaking retro tracks that were in the previous Mario Kart title is a good idea. We have Moo Meadows again. We have Choco Mountain again. We have Sky High Sundae again, which did not need to come back for the third time, or whatever. There just felt like a lot of redundancy with the tracks, and then they took away the great themes and the great remakes that were literally in the previous Mario Kart title. There are just a lot of those super small moments in Mario Kart World that are like, this track shouldn't look like this. I think the Nitro tracks are a lot of fun. They are very creative, have some fun themes, very good music as well. I think that's also an important factor of Mario Kart games is the music. But everything else just kind of like combining in like the main Grand Prix mode doesn't really hit it for me. I know we're all super excited about the driving to the next track thing, but it's not really my thing. It just didn't really hit for me initially, and I'm not having a lot of fun driving to another track. Yes, it's faster to, you know, you take those first 2 laps to get to the track and then 1 lap of the track. It makes the Grand Prix much faster, but I would honestly much rather just do 4 tracks that are 3 laps long. The way Nintendo's been doing it for years works well for me, and I think this shift didn't hit it for me the way that Nintendo really wanted it to hit for fans. Now, obviously, you may have a different opinion, and I'm not discrediting or like saying your opinion is invalid. Again, this is my opinion, my first impressions. You might think this feature is awesome, and that's great. I'm glad you like it. For me, not my favorite. Battle mode as well, very underwhelming. It's the same thing that happened when we had Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. Some of the battle tracks are literally just the normal tracks. Now, yes, they've been modified, expanded, like more areas because of the open world to be more square-shaped, more circle-shaped, depending on what it is, to be a battle track. But it is just, I'm battling on Moo Meadows. I'm battling on Peach Stadium. I'm battling on Dino Jungle. It's not unique. There are only 2 actual battle courses in Mario Kart World, those being Chain Chomp Desert from Mario Kart Wii and Big Donut from Mario Kart 64. I think that's another miss that Nintendo has on this game is that they didn't do all battle courses. They did the same thing they did in Mario Kart 8 where they just made the normal race tracks the battle courses. This video isn't all negatives. I think there definitely are a lot of positives to Mario Kart World. First of all, Free Roam I think is a brilliant mode. It's very fun just to drive around. I caught myself multiple times on stream today just driving. I wasn't even commentating. I'm just driving and I'm just looking at my game and I'm just lost in it. I think Free Roam is a very wonderful mode. I think it sells the Mario Kart World title great, but I think the Free Roam mode is Mario Kart World's just best aspect, not the regular Mario Kart stuff. Free Roam just allows you to go literally anywhere. I think I spent at least an hour and a half in DK Pass trying to get like the Peach medallions, the question mark panels, the P-switches that are in that track. Like all of those little things I think are so fun to explore, try and find. And you can race as different characters as well to pick up like little food bags that change your costume to unlock those. I think that's a very quick way to do that. The photo mode that you can access in Free Roam is also amazing. I tried it out for a little bit. The controls aren't amazingly intuitive as they were in, say, like Mario Odyssey or the Switch version of Mario 3D World. It's not quite as intuitive as that. The controls are a little bit weird to try and get the camera placed how you want it. But once you figure it out, I think it is very useful and you can create some very awesome photos. In fact, the thumbnail for this video uses a photo I took in photo mode. I'm very proud of this photo. I think it looks really dope. I think the next big hit for Mario Kart World is the Knockout Tour mode. It's fun, it's exciting, it's fast-paced, it's all those things that you need Knockout Tour to be. It's 6 races, 1 lap on each track, and you just go, 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 and try and get first place. It's super chaotic, especially with 24 players, and playing that online is absolutely nuts. Obviously, in normal Mario Kart races, you still want to get first place, but like even more so in Knockout Tour. If you don't get first place, you're out and you're done playing. Like, you got to be the best. Now, one thing I do wish we had in Knockout Tour was like a custom rally mode, basically where you can just create your own rally, select your own 6 tracks, and race those the way you would normally in Knockout Tour. I think that would just allow for a little bit more creativeness with the game instead of just playing the same 8 over and over again. I think there are a lot of really great tracks in Mario Kart World, but the normal Grand Prix mode just really doesn't do it for me the way that it has in other Mario Kart games. Knockout Tour is super fun and super exciting. Battle mode, very underwhelming. Free roam is great. It's wonderful. Easily the best mode in the game. But really, other than that, this game, at least I don't think, is all that it was hyped up to be. Like I said, my first impressions, this game really just feels like a 6 out of 10. You know? It's not worth the $80. Wait till it goes on sale. It's not amazing. Even though Nintendo is known for family games, Mario Kart is a family game, this Mario Kart doesn't feel like it's for beginners. Like, you have to know the controls, you have to know the physics engine, you have to know every little detail about how the game functions in order to do well. So all I'm saying is if I'm going to party and they want to play Mario Kart, I'm bringing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And with that, that's it from me, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Helps out a ton. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.